Hey YouTube, what's up? Today we have a couple different options in belt setups. We're going to be talking about just some belt setups and things that I use them for and what my thoughts are. So I've recently changed out from the traditional Sam Brown style belt. What is a Sam Brown style belt? That's the old school leather police belt that you see where the guys in like New York and stuff like that are wearing it around their waist, and it's leather and it's an old style belt. When I was wearing a regular uniform, it was great. It was really comfortable getting in and out of cars, especially like when you're just sitting in a car. It contours to your body over time. It feels really well. However, times are changing, and we as operators and police officers and military and you name it, even if you're just a guy that goes to the range occasionally and you want to wear this type of belt, we need to start changing how we do things. And fortunately, there's a couple different options out there now. Pretty much every major gear company is making some form of belt, to include Ferro Concepts, Agilite, Condor, and then you have Raptor Tactical, some of the smaller agencies, even Shaw Concepts, one of the smallest companies that I know of, is producing a really nice belt. I haven't picked one up yet. Hopefully I do here eventually, but I'd really like to see what they have to offer. I know that Shaw Concepts specifically has left-handed and right-handed belts. I'm a left-handed shooter. I will need a left-handed belt. So if you go check them out, make sure you order the right one, because if you're a right-handed guy and you order a left-handed belt, you're going to be you're probably going to regret it. So the first belt is going to be the Raptor that I have. It's one of their Odin. I think it's a Mark III Odin. I'll be honest with you, I used this belt once and it went in the closet and I never used it again. It is incredibly flimsy. The inner belt is incredibly thick. It's great if you're having to wear some kind of belt that maybe you don't have to wear anything or that much stuff on. If you don't need to put a bunch of weight on this belt, it might be a good fit for you. It is comfortable. However, it didn't really fit my needs. It wasn't rigid enough to keep up with the things that I wear in my belt, and for me it just didn't really work well. It is a nice belt. Unfortunately, you can see as I wore this once and in an operation for about a week, and all the molly is all stretched out already. And I didn't even do that much hard stuff. It was literally getting in and out of a buggy on a security detail. Not a huge fan of the Raptor Tactical Odin belt. They do make a lot of other quality gear, but this is probably my least favorite belt that I've tried out so far. So my next belt is going to be the belt that I wear every day. Every day when I go to work. So it's going to be the Ferro Concepts Bison belt. So yes, it does have these plastic ridges in it, but you can see how floppy and flimsy it is. So it's a very floppy, flimsy belt, which makes it very comfortable. So I do really like the inner belt for the Odin, or sorry, inner belt for the Ferro Concepts. It has G-hooks. It's very slimming, and it form fits to your body, and it's very thin, so you don't even know that you're wearing an inner belt half the time. The inner belt itself can be worn by itself, and it's very comfortable, and you won't even know that you're really wearing a tactical belt like that. So that being said, the Ferro Concepts belt. It's got those hard ridges that we talked about. It's got molly for all of your equipment. I've got a bunch of different stuff in here. Got my multi-tool. Always need a multi-tool. My handy dandy ASP baton. Got my Safari Land holster, Gen 3 or level 3 holster. Remember, I used to wear Sam Brown. That's why it's still basket weave. So I save money where I can. It still functions great. There's no problems with it. So I want to continue using it until it breaks. So the Ferro Concepts belt is not rated for any kind of helo work, although it still comes with a helo retention D-clip. One thing that I do also run on my holster is the Shaw Concepts Sidekick. It's my dog. I don't know if you can hear her. She's just hanging out. Alright, so moving on. Dump pouch. Handcuffs. I wear a plate carrier for work. I've got a set of handcuffs on my plate carrier, and then I carry a set on my belt. I do run just a cheap rifle mag pouch. Why do I run a cheap rifle mag pouch? So it does have the closure on top, so if I need to close it I can. I put random stuff in here. So it's big enough that if I doff my vest, if I go in the water, if I'm like on the boat, we don't wear our bulletproof vests on the boat, we wear life preservers. So I can throw my radio in here if I need to. If I'm going in, I need to wear extra ammo, and I don't have any real estate for any extra large magazines such as my rifle mag. Extra. So a lot of people ask me why I have just a random large magazine pouch, and literally random things go in here. So anything from radio to magazines to pens to notepads, you name it. So that is the Ferro Concepts duty belt and battle belt. This is the one that I use every day. At work we have to wear black, so I was hoping we were going to change colors here. Unfortunately we didn't. We stayed with black, so this is still my current setup. The main event today is the Magnetix battle belt from Agilite Tactical. This thing is probably one of the best battle belts that I've worn. So it is very, very comfortable. It is very rigid, but still slimline enough to where it's comfortable. I can get everything that I need on there. It comes with an inner belt that is also very, very thin and very, very comfortable. I have multiple things on here. I recently took a class, a pistol class, for a couple days, and this is what I wore. We were going to change to green at work, just the standard OD green, head to toe. That didn't happen, so now I just have an extra belt that's OD green, and I just wear it to the range when I go to the range. So, or if I'm just having fun with friends, or making videos, or just shooting. Eventually I'm probably going to pick up a black Magnetix belt for work because it's so comfortable. So that being said, let's start with the inner belt. The inner belt is really, really nice because it's rigid still. You have this tab on the inside. It literally feeds into itself. It's rigid. So the way that it connects to itself is by this D-ring. You have this D-ring here, and it just feeds in like a regular belt and velcros over. One hidden gem about this belt is that it stretches. It stretches a little bit. So you can put it on, you can make sure it's snug, and then if you're bending over, if you've got a little bit more of a gut, or if you eat a little bit too much at work, or maybe you're munching that MRE down and you just decide to go all ham on it and eat it, you can go contour to your body a little bit. So why is it called the Magnetix Battle Belt? Right here. 2 magnets. What these magnets do is they interface with magnets inside standard belt. Right there. So what this ensures is that you have a good fit every time, no matter how the belt is placed. As you can see, it's literally just being held on with magnets. So when this belt was first released or first debuted, I was not necessarily skeptical, but I was expecting that the belt was going to be just held on with magnets. There wasn't going to be any Velcro. I was expecting just magnets to be on the belt, and that is it. That is not the case. What they have done is they've got the alignment system with the magnets, so it goes in the small of your back. You just place the belt over, you feel it clip in, bam bam, it's lined up, cinch it around you, it feeds into itself, it clips in, and you have a very, very secure platform. So this is a great belt. It's also rigid, very, very much like the Ferro Concepts. And as you can see, it's got ribs like the Ferro Concepts. It could be that this belt is just not fully broken in yet, but it is, you can see it is significantly stiffer than the Bison belt. It's also got a little bit more extra features. So the Agilite belt has a plastic fiber piece that extends past the buckle. What does this do? Well, on the other side, it feeds, I don't know if you can see it, into the belt, and then is able to latch. What that does is it creates rigidity 360 degrees around the body. So this is great, especially if you're carrying Molly up here, or if you're a bigger dude and you're having to, you know, extend this a little bit. You can still put Molly in these ridges. So fortunately I don't need to do that. Agilite says, hey, you can cut it down. Me personally, I think it's just another form of rigidity, and I'm going to keep it. The Molly on this belt is very, very secure. It is very tight. It is very difficult to get some things woven into this belt. That being said, I haven't had any stretches, any stretching of the Molly or anything in this belt, and it has worked very, very well for what I use it for. The one downside to this belt that I kind of found a workaround around was, unlike the Bison belt, the male strap is adjustable, and it's got a little tab right here that you can bundle up all that extra adjusted webbing with. The Agilite Magnetix belt doesn't really have that. There's got a piece right here. It's a piece of just elastic. I don't know if that's what this is for. I haven't really found any documentation or any videos on it, but that's what I'm using it for. I did find a way to kind of collect all that extra material from the male side of the buckle, and that's how I'm connecting it, or securing that. So it works. Just something to be cognizant of if you decide to buy this belt and you're having to stitch that thing way up. You might not have a real good place to keep all that extra webbing. The webbing is Velcro all the way through, so if you need to attach something, you can Velcro wise. It also adjusts with Velcro as well. So again, very, very secure. So just going around, I've got some magazine holders, open top magazine holders that I'm using. And I have another closed top single magazine holder. I move a lot of gear around, so the same multi-tool that I have on my regular Ferro Concepts belt, I'll put in here or on the front because I have another one on the front. Handcuff case, cops carry handcuffs. GP pouch, general purpose pouch. So kind of the same thing that I was using the single mag pouch for on the Ferro Concepts belt, just a general purpose pouch. For that class I was running band-aids in here, had a couple extra pairs of batteries for my headset because I wear electronic headset. I had some just random things in here. I didn't really have a specific use for the GP pouch, but that's what it's for. It's just general purpose things. I think I might have carried a little notebook in here too to write my rounds down, how many rounds I fired. So great pouch. I wish it was a little bit bigger. I've seen some videos on Agilite of them carrying nods in these kind of pouches. I have another one. I've tried putting my PVS 31s in there. They don't fit. So I don't know how they're running any kind of nods in here in this GP pouch. I would definitely use a specific nods pouch for that and for that application. Walking around, I do not have an aspeton on this because I just don't. It's just another thing that this belt, again, was meant to be a duty belt and to replace my Ferro Concepts. That is not the case anymore. So I don't need to carry that. This is literally just one of my range belts that I really enjoy wearing. And again, I'm probably going to get a black one. It's eventually probably going to replace my Ferro Concepts. Again, Safariland ALS level 3. So this one specifically is for the SIG 320. So wearing the Shaw Concepts Sidekick. This is the version 1. My Ferro has the version 2. Shaw's not going to like this, but I personally like the version 1 better than the version 2. I think it feels a little bit more secure. It straps a little bit better on my leg. So he's real big on advancements in technology and advancements in gear and things like that. I commend him on that, but me personally, I like the version 1 over the version 2. So coming back along to the front, I have my Blue Force Gear style drop pouch. It folds away. Didn't really use it that much. Haven't really used it that much. But all my stuff has at least one drop pouch on it. Why? Because I don't want to leave my stuff on the range. I don't want to leave my magazines on the range. I don't want to leave whatever I need just laying on the range. I want to be able to throw it in the bag and go from there. This one's nice. It folds away really tight. I can also, if I need to, throw a water bottle in there, throw a couple candy bars, throw a couple Nutri-Grain bars or whatever to keep me going on that range day. This is the belt that I will probably start transitioning to shooting in some military pistol competitions that I shoot throughout the year. So I'll have to change out the holster, use a different style holster. We're shooting the M17. Hopefully we're getting our Romeo M17's optics in here pretty soon. So video coming on that when I get it. Under the drop pouch, I have my Agilite tourniquet holder. It's not bad. It's just an elastic tourniquet holder. Again, I move things around, so that's why it's not in there. I've got a second just pistol mag covered pouch. Again, put either the multi-tool or an extra mag in that pouch if I need it. But that brings us back around to the front. So one thing to be said about this, according to Agilite, this is not helo rated. Even though it looks like it might be helo rated because it's got the D-ring and it's got everything on it. It's got the webbing that goes all the way around the belt. It is not helo rated, according to Agilite. They do have a helo rated belt. You're going to have to request that when you order. I'm sure it's going to be an extra charge. I'm sure they're going to request a little bit more compensation for that belt. But this belt specifically is not helo rated. So in that aspect, don't intend to go clip on and fall out of a helicopter and be, oh, I want to rely on the belt to save me. No, don't do that. you should be wearing a harness anyway. So, but it does have cool guy points. It does have the D-ring if you want to do the cool guy points and have your helo retention strap around your back. You do you, man. I'm not going to rely on that. I want to use my tactical harness. So I'm not going to rely on the belt to do that. Other than that, highly recommend the Agilite Magnetix battle belt. It's very, very comfortable. It fits very, very well. Israel's in a lot of turmoil. They might have some problems getting stuff to you at this time, but you know, we need to support them and support Israel against the fight against terror. It's not a fight against Muslims. So, not getting into all of it, it's a fight against terror. So, bring those hostages home. Avenge October 7th. Stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your friends' back. I hope you learned a little bit from this video. Maybe it gave you some insight onto which belt to buy. That's all that I ask, and that's all that I wanted. Have a nice day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. More content coming soon. I'll see you later.